Hello everybody, we're going to go ahead and go over how to record training in Target Solutions. Um, as you can see over here, this is your home page. There's a couple things. This is the training calendar. It will tell you what's coming up. It has some training articles, some things, and some resources at the bottom of the page. These are all shortcuts to input training. The first thing you want to do, if you're just generally looking, the brief overview, if I want to record completions, I come down here. We're going to bypass these two, and we're going to look at company training from 1 all the way down to 21. These are all NFPA company training categories that we could put training in. So, for instance, if you're at 8, so you can do ropes and knots, you're going to practice that, or you have a new probationary employee, you want to do ropes and knots, and we're going to go here. You're going to select your staff. You're going to continue. And you're going to look at these objectives, and you're going to select what they are. So if we did webbing, we talked about bowl ends, we talked about rope materials and how we maintain it. Anything that we did, we're going to put in here. You're going to put the instructor and where you did it at. You're not going to need a roster for this because you're doing in-station training. You're going to put the date when you did it, and how long you did it for. In here, please be descriptive as what you did, what kind of knots you did, if you made a lesson plan for it, anything like that. But any pertinent information you put there, then you would record it as complete. All right, so we're going to go back to the home page. If we go over here to shortcuts, we created these so it's easier for you all to record stuff. So if you hover over it, it'll tell you what it is. So this is hazmat in-station training, technical rescue, in-station training, water rescue, and fire safety, public education. Now this is important. I've talked about this a few times. I just want to let you know, if you click on this and we select our staff that were there that day, this is going to be important for your PIPs that you're doing now. As you prepare a pre-incident survey, you can count that as training. So you would select that, what building you did it at the time, how long it took you. It'd be off-site location. I would put in here the address and the PIP that you did, okay, and then who was the person that did most of the PIP planning, and then you would record that. Now, during October, we have Fire Prevention Month, so if you go to a school and you do an education talk to the kids, come back and put that as training. That's going to work. All right, now. If someone comes in or a school comes in and they schedule a station tour, again, you can put that as training. We've talked about this. I don't think it's got a lot of traction yet, but that's why I'm going to put it in the video so you all can make sure you're inputting that for training. Okay. Going back to the home page, there's more shortcuts. Area familiarization. It's important here that who led it. Was it self-study? Did you recruit? Say, hey, I did street school. We can put that in. It'd be nice to put in the area, any census numbers that you covered, maybe streets, splits, whatever, how long you did it for, and obviously be at a fire station. Policy, any policies that you did in training, please be specific. Please just don't put like burns, or please put the Lexipol policy number, what it was. Same thing with Tri-County, who led the training, and how long you did it for. All right, that's a shortcut. Moving on, this is the one that we really need to focus on anytime we're doing anything when it comes to driving. Driver operator, pumping, rig placement, any of that stuff we have to put in this bucket because it is NFPA 1002. This is important for ISO ratings when we pull these reports. We're doing driver training, sometimes we're not putting in the right spot. So here are your categories you can select from. Obviously, you're going to put date, time, who did it, how, where it was at, apparatus placement, pump operations, friction loss, aerial ops, ATV, operations of specific equipment or functions, and then any specific details you can put in. The more details you put in, the better, easier it is for me to validate. Okay, moving on, we are going to go to the next shortcut. This is your catch-all for the things we talked about that you can't find in these objectives. If you're having a hard time finding And if it's not in these, we have this. This is going to kind of be a catch-all. We don't want to use this every single day, just for if it's specific things. So we found our shortcut for in-station tactical operations. These are the categories that you would select. Okay, so like RIT, truck operations, elevator emergencies, AVI, river trail, anything like that. Rehab, high-rise tactics. We also have another high-rise tactics that we'll talk about here in a second. PIAs. You guys have a fire, and the next day you sit at the table and talk for a half hour about what you did. This is where you're going to find it. Any fire or EMS equipment. We had a question the other day about we did a Schlichman review of the new traction splint, and they put in there are codes for actual EMS classes that only ICs can fill out. So just know any fire equipment that you reviewed or EMS, you'd put it here. But please be descriptive about what you put in. If you put fire equipment and you just put tools in, that's not going to suffice. What tool did you use? Did you use the rabbit tool? Did you go over whatever? Same thing with EMS. Please be descriptive, and that's going to help us out a lot. Okay. This is for the training. This is for the captain meetings. This will be done by the BCs. That however they decide how they want to input that for the daily morning meetings. Right here we got tech rescue, or excuse me, rescue extrication. These are all extrication stuff, drag, search and rescue, things like that. All right. Finally, this is our new high-rise that we rolled out this year. These are all the videos you can watch and then practice it. So you can see, yeah, we watched videos and then we deployed training for how long we did it, where you did it, things like that. All right. Now, if you have any questions about recording training, please let us know, and we'll get you where you need to be. All right. Thank you very much.